I'm taking about 500 grams of wheat flour or atta. You can totally use maida as well. And then I'm making a small hollow in the center and adding in 2 whole eggs. And you want to beat this really well. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and add in some water, a little at a time, while continuously whisking the egg at the same time. Now you can make this phalay salty or sweet. For me, I am going to make a sweet version of this phalay, and for that I'm going to be adding half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of light olive oil, or you can use butter, ghee, or any other oil of your choice. And then I'm going to roughly mix that all in, and finally take 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now baking powder and baking soda are 2 different things, so make sure you have both of them. And finally, go ahead and knead the dough really well, because the harder you knead, the better your bread is going to turn out. When I'm done halfway, I go ahead and put it inside any airtight container. And also you can totally use a plastic bag, put it inside, and just cover it up nicely and keep it warm for some time. And keeping the dough separately for a certain period of time allows the dough to drink up the water nicely. It allows the gluten to activate. So yeah, it turns out really soft, and it's a lot more easier to knead that way, and your dough turns out to be really soft and smooth. Next, I'm going ahead and making small balls. I'm taking about a fist size dough in my hand and just rolling it and making it a very smooth and round ball. And then just go ahead and flatten out the dough firstly with your hands, then take a rolling pin and make it flat. Some people like this bread very thick, so this first one I'm making is going to be a little bit on the thicker side. So if you want it thick, don't flatten out the dough too much. Take a heavy base pan and add in about a teaspoon of oil. Just spread it across the pan, and you want the heat to be medium to low. You don't want it high because the bread is going to burn otherwise. So once the oil is hot, I'm going to add in my bread and cover it up immediately and let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes before you go ahead and flip it. And after flipping it, again, you just want to cover it up. So it's very easy. You don't have to do anything. Lastly, I flip it for one more time and cover it and cook it for another 2 minutes, and your bread is ready. It's totally cooked, but for me, I prefer my sides to be brown as well. So I go ahead and take a tong and just roll the bread over the pan this way. Even if you don't do this, the edges just look white, but that doesn't mean it's not cooked. It's totally cooked, but I like how it looks when the edges are brown as well. And there you go, your bread is ready, and when you break it, it looks like that. Look at that, how soft, spongy, and absolutely delicious. I made another bread which was slightly thinner, and the cooking method is all the same, but you have to make sure to add in oil in the pan before you cook this bread, because the oil is the main ingredient which gives this bread its color. Without the oil, your bread is going to look very dry and not very tempting. So yeah guys, you can serve this bread with any sort of vegetable or pickles, or you can just have it with Tibetan tea. It tastes amazing. So I've just fried some pumpkins today, and yeah, I've also made this ground chutney with some green chilies, tomatoes, and coriander. And wow, this combination just blew my mind, literally. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed my recipe, please don't forget to share it with your friends, and also don't forget to comment down below and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you guys next time.